Welcome to Easy Money MMA. Let's take a look at last week's stats. Every single one of the fights actually played out the exact way that I imagined. The max bet on Gene Silva, feel really good about that. 5 unit on him. Played out the exact way that I imagined. He's just so much more dangerous than Milsic. Gene Silva just has the X factor. He's just so much more dangerous than any of the other fighters. I love his mindset. That guy just seems so present and just different. I really don't see him losing anytime soon. Rob Font, that underdog bet hitting, was actually really nice. Really happy about the underdog bet Rob Font hitting as well. Plus 155. I really see him as a slight favorite actually. I think he should be more like a minus 140 or minus 150 in my opinion. So the underdog value was really nice. And the fight actually played out the exact way I imagined. Matsumoto actually fought way better than his previous performance. He actually looked pretty good on the feet. It was actually a very competitive fight. But I feel like if you base on damage, Rob Font definitely won the fight. Very fun one to watch. Brendan Allen bet 0.25 units. In hindsight, still looked like a really good bet. That bet was pretty close. If Brendan Allen actually won a few positions, ended up on top on the third round, he actually could have won a 29-28. That was a very close fight. I still feel really good playing him at plus 235. That was purely a value play. It did play out exactly the same way I imagined. I still slightly lean fluffy, but I think the odds should be more like minus 140 Anthony Hernandez. A 2 to 3 to 1 favorite for Brandon Allen. Definitely a little value there to play a little jab on him. Yeah, Javid Bashra looked pretty good in the first round until it didn't. Played out exact way that I imagined actually. If you look at Javid's last fight, he started getting sloppy and getting clipped pretty easily in the third round on his last fight against Ayman Zahabi. So I was worried that he could get hit pretty easily. And also he kind of just lacks the danger factor. He's just not a dangerous guy, even though his strikes are pretty dynamic. Yeah, that was kind of unlucky. Ricky Simone's never the guy to be KOing people. But yeah, let's take a look at my stats in the past month or two. I've been absolutely killing it, so please subscribe and like to jump on the gains train. 80-90% of the time, I'm able to get in the odds when it's at the absolute best. I got Chepe Mariscal at minus 260 and it's at minus 500 now. Also a couple others like Carlos Leo, I got him at minus 425. He's at minus 600 now. So yeah, my timing on the entry points is super on point. You will not want to miss my weekly videos. Okay, so let's get started with our first bet. So let's get on to our first best bet of the week. This is actually the most confident pick that I had in months. The pick will be Chepe Mariscal. His past fights has been really sick. Finishing Jack Jenkins, beating Trevor Peek, going to a super competitive fight with Morgan Charrier, who I also rate very highly. And his last performance against a crafty vet, Damon Jackson, just completely outclassed him. Looked really good, really violent, really good mindset, but also patient when he needed to be. Getting the better of a grappling exchange and wrestling exchange. Very impressed with him. I really don't think Ricardo will beat him. Like if you look at Ricardo Ramos, when he fights against anyone who's like top 15 material, he just loses. He hasn't had many impressive wins so far. I also thought the Kulibao fight, he obviously lost. That was a robbery for sure. So I'm dropping 4 units on Chepe Mariscal at minus 260. Feels really, really good about it. And right after I placed it, the odds went down to minus 400. So please give me a like and subscribe. Over 90% of the picks I get into, always at the best odds. Okay, on to the next one. Esteban Ribovic. The odds movement was kind of crazy. He actually opened at a huge underdog. I think it was like plus 80, 180 or something. And he instantly went down to minus 250. I still think there's lots of value on him at minus 200 price tag. What he did to Daniel Huber was very sick. He kind of fights a little bit like Ilya Topuria actually. Like very good side-to-side movements, really fast punching combo, very dangerous. And even fighting against someone who was as good as Daniel Huber playing that range game, he still was winning quite a lot of exchanges. He still looked really good. He wasn't getting picked apart from the outside. He was finding really good entry points and good variation in his punches. I'm very impressed with his last performance. I'm quite high on him right now. I feel like Nasrat, he didn't look too good on his last performance. Like I feel like his striking is quite diverse. He has a very fast hook, but I feel like he lacks the ability to throw dangerous combos together to put people out. And I feel like when the pressure is put on him, he doesn't look that good. Like when Jared Gordon was walking him down, putting the pressure on him, he kind of looked like he wasn't doing so well in the chaos. And I feel like Esteban is going to bring that to him. It's going to make him very uncomfortable, going to be more dangerous than him. So yeah, I'm dropping 2 units on Esteban Ribovic. Feels really good about this bet too. Okay, on to the next one. Manel Kape at minus 200. The odds went down a little bit. It's at minus 250 right now. Manel Kape is good, man. His last performance against Bruno Silva is really sick. And Makhachev wasn't able to take him down too. Wasn't able to get much grappling exchange on him. He win the first round. And only after he broke his toe, he still fought a competitive 2 rounds after that. I feel like his striking is leagues above Asu. Asu didn't look that good against Nicolau. I feel like that was like kind of like a shit fight. Wasn't very impressed. He also hasn't fought like top tier competition as well. Manel Kape's very experienced, very strong, fighting at a very young age. I feel like Asu will not be able to dominate the Manel Kape when it comes to grappling and wrestling. And if Manel Kape can mitigate the wrestling and grappling attempts, I feel like it should be a very easy night for Manel. So the bet this week will be 3 units on Manel Kape. Okay, the last bet is Haider Emil at plus 180 underdog. Like Haider Emil is the exact kind of fighter that I like to bet on when it comes to big underdogs. He just has a very good mindset. He's gonna try to dog walk people. He's very aggressive. He's gonna make it really chaotic and try to finish it right away. Even though William Gomez looked pretty technical, good variety on the feet, and definitely just seems like the more technical striker than Haider. But I feel like Haider is gonna bring the heat, make him very uncomfortable, and has a pretty good chance of making him crumble in the very early round, I feel like. So yeah, I feel like plus 180, just some good value here. So I'm dropping a 0.5 unit at Haider. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Please give me a like and subscribe for juicy bets every week. Hop on this game train, you will not regret it. This is one of the weeks that I feel the best with. All of these bets I like a lot. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.